Yes!
What?
Hi, I'm Batsa, and this is a guide for a fire variation of an Acid Flask Falconer build. I'm pretty casual when it comes to Last Epoch or action RPGs in general. My knowledge of the game is somewhat limited, but I've just killed Abberoth for the first time ever, so I must be doing something right. The link to the build is down below in the description. My main skill is Acid Flask. I managed to get 32 points that I can spend in it. I had 33 before, when I was using a relic with the +1 to rogue skills, but I got a better one recently. The main node here is Explosive Flask, which changes the damage type from poison to fire. I also use Smolder to switch Armor Shred to Fire Resistant Shred, and otherwise I've just put points to make Acid Flask stronger. I didn't take Toxic Salvo, which makes you throw 3 flasks at once. It can be good to use for better clear speed, but it could cause mana issues. Other skills are support skills. My Falcon can throw acid flasks and apply the Falconer's mark to the targets, which increase the damage they take, and I have 2 points in Birds of Prey, where the enemies will die when the skill is used if their health is below 16%. I only use the skill for that. I don't have to do anything for the Falcon to throw acid flasks and to apply Falconer's mark. I use Decoy for taking the threat away from me and applying Frailty, Armor Shred and Fear to the targets. Net is for debuffing the enemies and buffing my damage. With both Throw, I stay in place when throwing the nets. Aerial Assault recovers some of my health and ward, and it's energized as well with my boots, which I will show in a second. Gear. The 2 items that enable this build are the chest, Elico's Abandon, which consumes a potion to throw an additional flask. I put a nice D7 Acid Flask affix on it, which gives me 4 levels in the skill. And also the belt, Elico's Innovation, which gives me health and ward on potion use, and since the chest and my Falcon will gobble up all my potions very fast, it's essential for giving me ward and keeping me alive since I only have 2k health. I use 2 Traitor Stone Daggers, which give me 2 points to dexterity skills. The boots give me attack speed after I use Aerial Assault, 2 to throwing skills, and I put a nice T7 affix on it, which gives me Frenzy after I use the skill. The rest of the gear and the idols are a combination of offensive affixes like fire damage, throwing damage, fire penetration, chance and damage of ignite, critical strike and critical multiplier, plus defensive affixes like increased health, ward on potion use, and an increased chance to find potions, which I have on my necklace. Critical strike multiplier also works as a defensive stat, since 25% of it is applied to the potions. I haven't put too much thought to the passive skill tree. I think that the most important point here is Apostasy, which converts all dodge rate into Glancing Blows at 200% of its value. Glancing Blows deal 35% less damage. I have almost a 100% chance to receive one, and over 100% when I use some abilities. This is very useful since I barely have any armor. Otherwise I put points where it made sense to me. Obviously you need the Twin Blades talent for dual wielding. My unbuffed Acid Flask damage is 2/3 of a million, not so bad in my opinion. I have a 100% critical strike chance, which is good not only for the damage, but for the health and ward I get from potion uses. At level 100 zones, I have a 92% chance of receiving a glancing blow, and it will be over 100% when I use Decoy. When running timelines with 300 corruption, I still need to be careful. I need to avoid the bad stuff on the ground, but as you can see from this arena echo, the damage and survivability is just fine. But it's a good idea to keep picking up the potions around me. Well, this is it for this build. Even though it's not well optimized, I still managed to kill Abberoth. And it's a pretty fun build to play as well. I enjoy it a lot, even though I usually stay away from rogue archetypes in action RPGs and MMOs. I'll try to make a B build now, hopefully I can make something that works. But for now, that's all. Thanks for watching.